Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Hey Mimi. Hey y'all. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, guys? Hey everybody. You know what? Let me give me a second. Oh, my bad. And guys, if I sound different, I don't have my headset. I'm not home. So if you hear it sound like windy or whatever, we're outside, okay? But let me see. Okay. But hey y'all, hey, hey, hey. Hey Pooh, hey Mimi, hey Warlord, hey Diane, hey Just Jacob TV. What's going on, y'all? You seen the title? Let's address, hey pretty lady, let's address the elephant in the room. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that, okay? Can y'all hear me? Everything good? Now, if somebody come up here on the panel, then I'll put in my Bluetooth. Because on my Bluetooth, I sound different. You know, my ear pods. So yeah, if somebody hit the link and come up here, I'll adjust the audio. But for right now, we're on speaker. I should be fine. Somebody let me know. Do y'all hear me and everything sound good? But let me see. You sound good. All right, thank you. So yes, let's address. Thank you, pretty lady. But let's address the elephant in the room. According to the title, be sure to hit the like button for us and help get some more people up in here. Okay, you don't want them to miss this tea. So I'm gonna tell you what's happening. But before I start this live, everything I say in this live stream, for legal reasons, is not defaming, slandering, or doing anything when it comes to the person I'm mentioning. Okay, so thanks, y'all. So yes, this live is not to slander or defame anybody's character or anything, but it wouldn't be fair if we hear all the stuff that's happening out here in the YouTube streets when it comes to Octobomb, but nobody is talking about it. I mean, people in other sectors are talking about it. But do y'all remember when Octobomb came out here and he docked? And see, I'm not trying to be rude while I'm saying Octobomb. I'm not trying to say his real channel name. You know what I mean? Because I'm not sure what's going on. So if you know who Octobum is, like I said, that's not his legal name and that's not his channel name. Okay? But Octobum has some serious allegations on his name out here in these YouTube streets. If you don't know by now, I'm gonna go ahead and get you caught up, okay? Um, and if you hear other people talking, I can't do nothing about that. We're in a public setting. But anyway, the thing is, Octobum had some serious allegations on his name. If you don't know, him and his moderator, they fell out, okay? And the moderator have been on her channel, and I know they have been really, really cool offline for some years, okay? I don't want to put a number on it, but maybe 4 or 5 years. Hey, oh, hold on, God, hold on. Y'all want me to tell? y'all. Hey, you know I didn't mean that. Hey, Glossy. Hey, everybody. Yeah, sorry about that. I got knocked off here, but I'm wondering if I should just come back live when I get home. Because if y'all don't know what's happening, me and hubby, we had something to do, but I was really needed, but I came anyway. You know what I mean? So as soon as I came live, like he's finished and we're like on the way back home. So I'm looking like, should I just come back live when I feel, because now I just feel all over the place. I don't know. You say you're here now? Yeah, I got kicked off here. So anyway, I'm gonna try to see what I could do real quick, but I might have to come back later. But what I was saying, y'all, okay, him and his moderator, they fell out, right? And she have been posting receipts on her channel, on her community tab, saying basically they had a conversation. I don't know when this was because I don't remember seeing a date. But she was basically making allegations like he was messing with or something about underage kids. Okay, make sure you come back though. Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to hurry up and tell y'all what's going on. So anyway, um, I went to his chat last night because you know I don't like to assume or slander anyone. One thing about the castle, every time we speak on something, is because we know it's a fact. You know what I mean? It's true. We have receipts, evidence. But anyway, with this situation, even though I saw the receipts, I still went to him as an adult. So last night, Octo was live. I dropped down in his chat. Okay, y'all know we don't get along, but I feel like if I'm gonna come out here speaking on you, I need to have my facts, you know? So that's why I say in this life, I'm not slandering his name because I don't know what's going on. But I'm like, okay, let me drop down. So I was like, hey, you know, pretty much, you know, I just came to get the answers from the source because I don't like hearsay. But anyway, he never responded to me the whole time. So then I started thinking, well, maybe I'm blocked or whatever. But long story short, shout out to the person that sent me the receipt of the chat. Okay. So on their end, in the receipts, it was showing that I made one comment and then my comment was pretty much removed after that. So when I was typing over and over and over, I noticed that my comments wasn't saying that I was blocked or timed out. They were still going through. But for some reason, the people in the chat are telling me, you know, the people that sent me the receipts was telling me that they didn't see me in the chat. So, guys, why I was over there is just to say, if Octobum is going to say the receipts are fake, well, tell me why the receipts are fake. Let me hear the explanation, even though he don't owe us an explanation. But you say you're the self-proclaimed emperor of the street sector. You doxed my subscriber because you said that my subscriber was doing whatever, and when stuff came across your desk, you know what I mean? You felt like you had to keep the women and the children in the street sector safe. So if these are same allegations going around on your name, why wouldn't I come and ask you? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I come? No, I was there and he said, yeah, I see Vibes channel doing good. That's why I said I'm not trying to start with him in this live. I'm not poking. I ain't doing none of that. All I'm saying is he could have dropped the link last night. I could have went up on his panel. Or if he's here right now and he want to come up on this panel. I just want to say I saw the receipts. I'm not trying to discredit that lady either. It ain't even that type of party. All I'm saying is, if you're saying that it's fake, why is it fake? Help me to understand why is it fake. Did he address it already? And I might have missed it. And he could say, well, I addressed it already. Go back to such and such live stream. You're here. I don't know what's going on. So that's why I was asking him. Because the last thing I want to do is sit out here and say, Octo is this way, Octo is that way, and he's not that way. Because that way, you know, then I'll be slandering his name. You get what I'm saying? So I don't feel like, I mean, I'm so confused. Like when other stuff is going on, he feel the need like, yeah, he always has to get to the bottom of stuff. He got to dox people, do this, do that to get the answers, right? But now, when the same allegations are on his name, he's acting like I don't owe nobody no explanation. So I also heard him say last night that whoever, pretty much, hold on, pretty much whoever speak on his name without evidence or whatever, he's gonna try to put papers on them for slander and defamation. And it was something else he said. Anybody that's coming for him, whatever, with this topic, basically, oh, don't forget that he's a master flagger and whatever. But to be fair, that's not fair, okay? Because we can't see receipts, serious allegations being made, and then when we come online and execute our constitutional right by seeing something on the internet and speaking on it, that's our right. As a citizen of this country, that's our right. We have freedom of speech and we can speak on stuff as long as we are not slandering or defaming anyone, right? So how are you going to tell us that we see stuff out here in the streets, and if we talk about it, or a channel is in jeopardy, if we talk about it, you're going to put papers on who and whatever? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. So basically, you're telling everybody that they should see receipts and they should shut up. And also, when you hear this, like I said, I'm not coming for you. I came to your chat as a woman. I didn't spark up a live and go live bashing you or spinning a narrative. I came to you as a woman. Hey, Octo, I see the allegations. Are you going to address it? You're not going to address it? Are the receipts real? Are they fake? If they're real, they're fake. Explain me to understand why they're fake. You know what I mean? Y'all understand me? I was being respectful, and you did too. Yes, because I'm logical enough to know that if I jump in your chat and I come like, oh, I'm on, in attack mode, I'm not going to get the answers that I wanted. So I figure if I come respectful and come in peace, then maybe we could get somewhere. You know what I mean? If I drop down in this chat and come rah, 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 I'm not going to get nowhere. You know what I mean? So, hey, Rack, you say I'm here, but okay, hon. Yeah, so that's what I did. So I'm confused why people only saw one comment in the chat, because on my end, it wasn't telling me that I was timed out or blocked. So I'm not even mad about that, because it could have been a thing where I was in the chat, but we blocked each other or whatever, so he can't see me, and then everybody else in the chat can see me. That's a possibility. So I don't know. I don't know. You say I see what you're saying. That's how you do it, because I'm grown. I'm not gonna run around and put no. I'm trying to show y'all something. I just don't come on here and make up stuff. So when I come on here and I say something that somebody is this or somebody is that, is because I have substantial evidence to prove my accusations. You get what I'm saying? With this situation, I'm just waiting to see what he say, because I already have so much stuff in my mind that I could say, but I don't want to give anybody any, what's the right word? I don't want to tell y'all right now where my head is at, or stuff that I saw that was off or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just wait to see what he do or what he say. And if he say exactly what I'm thinking or I saw, then I would know that he's telling the truth. But if I come out here now and I say this and I say that, that would be, how should I put it? That would be like me giving you ideas on how to cover up something if you try to cover up. You get what I'm saying? So right now, this moment in time, I'm not going to say what I saw that raised a red flag to me with the receipts. I'm going to hold that right now, okay? But like I said to the ex-mod, I'm not coming for you. Like, we all know that me and you have not gotten, we didn't get along. We don't get along from 2023 in beef sector. I really ain't even got no smoke with this lady. I don't even know this lady, but we got into a little tiff back in the day in beef sector. And I mean, I'd been moved past that. So I don't have no whatever when it comes to her. But one thing I will always do is be fair. And that's why my channel is very credible. That's why when I speak, people actually believe me because I'm not a liar. You get what I'm saying? So, mm-hmm. You said that's how it be when I go to the nappy headed, no naked. I said, bother me only. Yes, I don't know where do we go from here, but to sit here and tell grown people that if we see stuff in the streets we can't talk about it, that's beyond me. That don't even make sense, okay? Cause we all can talk about whatever we see. So I was supposed to be having the panel. I don't know where everybody at right now, but maybe it's a bad time because y'all know this not our normal time, but it was that's what one thing I wanted to talk about. So let me know, guys, if you are here and you don't mind, because some people are like, oh, I don't want to get in the mess, whatever. Did you see the receipts that I'm referring to? If you're up in here, did you see the receipts that were posted with allegations on Octo's name about kids stuff and whatever, underage kids and whatever? And you know why I sat there and I was thinking? Because I remember his ex, his current girl, whoever, his boo thing, she kept saying, and I have that video, she actually accused him of trying to have her act like a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? And I know when I mentioned that before, he's like, oh, stop slandering my name. I'm not slandering your name. I have the video of your boo thing, ex-boo thing saying that. Yeah, and her daughter had to run over to the computer and tell her to stop. I have the video. So I didn't say that. She said that. So yes, she did. I have the footage. So like I said, it's like, and then it's like, let's not forget, this is the same person that come out here over and over and over. They wasn't fair to me to ever hear my side out, but I'm fair to him to hear his side out. Like I said, this is not a personal attack. My feelings is not in this. All I wanted to do was get to the bottom of the truth. That's it. Hey, D, what's up, D? Girl, I am waiting on that live stream. Honey, we need a D live. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But let me see. You said Platt, I'll definitely be live in the next 2 days. Okay. That's what's up. You said she tried to say something at Lemons last night. Wasn't trying to say much while on the panel. Oh, see, I missed that. I'll be in Lemon's show, but I can't stay there the whole time because they're too long. So I click on, but in 5-10 minutes, I'm out of there. But it was something else. So let me see. Let me go back. You said what's happening? Hey, Raquel. Well, what's happening is, like I said in the beginning of this live, Octo, Octobum, whatever. I'm trying not to use his real YouTube name because. But anyway, him and his moderator fell out. The moderator went on her channel and started posting receipts from whenever that she reached out. The paragraph started out when she reached out to him, Octobum with a comma, and then she started making her, you need to go to get some help. I wish I had the receipts right now to read it word for word what was said. Yeah, so I went to his live last night trying to ask him, are the receipts real? Are they fake? Is there an explanation behind the whole thing? Is the lady lying on you? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, but he didn't answer. Yeah, he didn't answer. So I don't know what's up with that. So that's why I said I want to get to the bottom of it. I just want to know the truth. Because we like to speak with facts. So he said, let's not forget, remember when he shared Sunny kids after Pete? He's a man. Wait, hold up. You said what? Let's not forget. Remember when he shared son kids after? Oh, the sister put it out, girl. Oh, you talking about the one with her back? Oh, speaking of that, Marcus made a Marcus made a community post saying something about he was in jail and he just got out of jail like some hours ago. This was early this morning, so I'm assuming the way the time he made the post is like maybe he went to jail yesterday and got out yesterday. I don't know yet, okay? But he was saying that he's gonna put the story on his website, the back to the content.com. And remember, if you get the website, you'll see that over there. And then I guess something about him and T and whatever. So why I brought that up is because Ty, Ty is Sun's sister. She is under, so shout out to the person that told me that Sun's sister left a post a comment hours ago saying, um, oh shit, what she said? Something like, don't come back to my house or something. My grandfather said something. So she basically was checking Marcus for coming to their house or whatever. If you go to Marcus community tab and look, you'll see it in the comment section. Her name Ty, whatever, trash can something. Uh-huh. Big taster girl. You said, oh my God, no, huh? What happened? Girl, I don't know. You said you shared the pic? What pic? D, did you come to my life as a troll on Mocha birthday and ask for her cash out? What? Is this the demonic leprechaun? No, I'm talking about the self-proclaimed emperor of the street sector. The one and only Octo. Okay, that's who we're talking about. Um, you said D, nothing happened. But thanks, but yeah, big tasty girl. So you saw it. I didn't see it at first. I'm like, see, that's why I'm like, shout out to everybody because I can't keep up with everything. So I definitely went back over there and I saw it. I'm like, what? Child, like, stay away, something. I can't read nothing now because I'm on my way back to the house and I only have one device, okay? You said, Big D, what's good? Warlord is up in here. Plaid, oh no, it wasn't me. You know I'm not trolling on my girl birthday. Right. Yeah, I didn't even see that. But what else I need to tell y'all about? So I wanted to talk about the whole Octo thing. Now, if he did a lot, if anybody's up in here and you follow him, did you see him go live addressing the accusations or not? Because I know the friend been going on different panels, and the ex mod, and she been doing, like, I won't say interviews, but whatever, she been talking on different platforms, right? But as far as hearing his clap back, did he debunk the receipts or whatever? That's the part I think I'm missing of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where everybody is. Say he has me blocked, girl. Yeah, because I know if I was in the chat last night and he blocked me, then my comments would have been coming up with a little arrow message, right? But I was able to type a whole bunch of comments and I was respectful the whole time. And then what kind of annoyed me a little bit was how the whole thing ended. So it's like the live ended abruptly in the end. 1 minute I'm sitting there typing, saying whatever, and he was talking, and I did hear him say, yeah, even Vibes over there doing whatever, trying to beat me up, whatever, right? But how we in the middle of supposed to be talking about something and all of a sudden, boom, live ended. So that was very weird. It felt like he didn't want to address whatever, so the live ended. Or maybe somebody else have access to the channel and ended the live. I don't know what happened. But yeah. You said he has me blocked too. He ain't blocked. He just ignored. Hey, Golden. Yeah, we were sitting here talking about the whole thing with Octo. And like I said, I didn't even say his real channel name because I know how people get. And I ain't trying to start with nobody. I just got some questions, okay? Yeah, I mean, I can't just sit around and act like I don't. Because whether it's him or it was somebody else, I still would have sparked up the live and asked. But you better be glad I'm the type of person that don't just jump and be like, well, I saw some receipts. I'm just going to speak on it. And I'm going to, it was still something that was bothering my spirit a little bit. Mm-hmm. You said, Mimi, I know why though. And I didn't care. He was avoiding. Yeah, that's what it came off like he was. Yeah. But I can't even think right now what else I need to be telling y'all. But do anybody want the link about this topic? Oh, speaking of that, I did make a community post this morning. And the community post was basically saying all this trolling and stuff that's been going on. I knew that this person, every time they say that they be, well, I'm not going to say I knew. Let me choose my words carefully. I've always thought or assumed that the people we're talking about, a couple, they always be around trolling, right? Sometimes I couldn't prove it, so like I said, allegedly. But anyway, at one given time, there was this troll account, Street Gangster, that I kept saying, I just know the trolls were them. You know what I mean? And I couldn't prove it, so I left it alone. But I remember there was a time when him and D, so I'm glad D is in the chat. Him and D, I don't even think D was even bothering him again at that point. I think it was more like he was over there just posting random pics of her on the Street Gangster, right? And Sunny and whatever. So I just sat back and watched, and I know he kept saying that that account was not his account. Well, I'll be damned. This day, right now, if you go to @Street Gangster and you look on that channel, it have all every time where he go live, every live he live, it's over there. So he shares stuff now. Like if he go live on his main channel, he'll share it to the Street Gangster channel. I'm not making this up. If you literally go to your YouTube search bar right now and you put in the @ Street Gangster, it's going to take you right over there. That was the same channel that was posting these pictures. Hold on. Mm-hmm. And guys, I'm still not feeling well. I'm still not feeling well. Yeah, I will have to go back in the vault to find the stuff that he posted back then about D, but I know I have them. So then when it was something he did and it confirmed it. So I'm like, damn, I knew the whole time that it was you. Well, I assumed, and I was right. That's once they call me the troll buster. It be certain stuff, but I can't say too much. But I'll be popping these trolls, okay? Yeah. You said big tasty baby. You said what bothered me was of you, me, and Golden had put. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Right. You said what bothered me was if you, me, or Golden had put that out, he would have came out and addressed it. I'm telling you, if those allegations were out here on anybody else's name, he would have been came out here and did a live. We all know that. I'm talking about, you know what? I even sat back and I thought about it and I said, in reality, you kind of even, if he didn't address it already, he kind of even made my subscriber that he doxed look better than him right now. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because when he came out here and doxed that dude with the receipts and whatever, that man was man enough, whether he's guilty or he's not guilty, to still come on your panel on Christmas night 2024. Okay? Yeah, Christmas night 2024. That dude hit his panel over there and basically was like, I'm here. Whatever questions you want to ask me, come ask me. Okay? And they did a whole show together and whatever, and then he put it on membership. So Why I say you made that person even look better is because they show up when people was accusing their name. Now when your turn and it's your go around with receipts in black and white, you're like, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Hold on. Hey, this
Hey,
you?
it's me. Hey, everyone. I have
I'm
no
glad you
business
came.
on.
I'm
In the
kind of
middle
glad
of
you
doing
came up
some.
because I'm kind of
Yeah,
glad you came up because I was had to keep going on mute, the cough. I still don't feel well, but I wanted to at least say what I had to say.
yeah. I shouldn't even be on right now, but hey, it is what it is. It's the middle of the day for me, 1:03 p.m. Anyway, hey, everyone. Go ahead. I'm
Hey.
sorry I'm late, Vibes. I was kind of busy.
It's fine. The whole thing didn't go how I planned it anyway. Because as soon as I came live, my husband was like, "I'm ready to go." Okay, so I'm like, "Damn, I ain't even get settled into the live yet." So yeah,
I
the day.
suspected that.
I'm like, "Well, damn, how you was finished that fast?" But you say who? What D talking about? Who? Let me see.
Hey, D. Hey, hey, everyone. Yeah, it's just suspicious to me that, he has a lot to say. He's over there creating content about everybody. But I mean, you can't just say, oh, she's lying or that's not true. Or, I mean, and last night I saw one of Vibes' comments,
Oh,
which,
Goldie.
yes,
Before you move forward, and I know you smart, you're a sharp cookie, but I did say in the beginning, but you wasn't here. Everything we're about to say is all
allegedly.
allegedly, because we
Yes,
don't know what's going on. That's why I came
right,
to him and as an adult, you know? So I just
right.
wanted to make sure people know we're not slandering this guy because we don't know what's going on.
It's allegedly, but factual. I saw Vibes' comment, and she was respectful when she asked him a question. And I think I have a receipt, and it was gone. So allegedly, he deleted it. And ignored the question. I even saw Platt asking questions. I mean, this guy, he's able to run his mouth, talk about everybody, but you can't even just debunk that. Um, and then he's trying to intimidate people if they mention anything. He's going to file lawsuits. Well, let him know right now. Filing frivolous lawsuits. First of all, if anyone, we're saying allegedly, we're going by receipts that your moderator put out there. So you need to get to the root, not the people who are taking the information that they received. Okay. We're not the root of the problem. Your ex girlfriend or your girlfriend is the one who talked about that skirt. So we're getting this from those sources. So you need to go after them if it's a lie. We didn't tell it. Okay. And if it's a lie, one of your moderators provided what we believe is receipts. Okay. So you can't come and try to intimidate us and think you're going to shut us up, quiet us, and not talk about it. We don't give a damn about no lawsuit because you know what? When you start filing frivolous lawsuits, see y'all been you and your B, y'all been playing with those slow folks for so long. Like that bitch when she went over there talking about she had a restraining order on Nola and it was just a temporary one that was already expired. All you gotta do is look at the paperwork. People was actually believing that dumb shit. Okay. And see, she can't stand it. And I'm very much aware of that. I already know people don't like people who are sharp, who call shit out. She can't stand it that they got a group of us in this castle, within this community, within the street community. Because apparently y'all been going on with all these lies for so long. It must just be us. We sharp over here. Well, we peeping game. Okay. Anytime you let slow folks like Dead Rose and that other one over there, that Peter other one, be able to lie and y'all believe that shit, y'all slow. Okay. So the thing is that, yeah, you got a problem because we peep game and we know what time it is and we know you're lying. Damn, I didn't jumped around and I didn't forgot what I was trying to say, y'all. But anyway, so you can't intimidate us. And guess what? Start filing them lawsuits and see if we don't start filing some criminal cases. Because when you intentionally file frivolous lawsuits on people because you're trying to intimidate them to shut them up, You can get your big titty ass put in jail. And I'll be the bitch to do it. See, maybe these other ones don't. You can't play with me like you play with those other ones. I'm in this for real, for real. I don't just be talking like people think. This is really me. So play with it. And like Vibe said, allegedly, nigga, you ain't came out to debunk shit. So if you ain't came out to debunk shit, we can only assume that it is most likely true from what we saw, from the receipts we saw, from what your bitch, your cleft lip, buck too fast, gap too fast bitch told us. And it was another indication too. One other time, they were both on live, and she said something. And he said, "Damn, I wish I could remember." And I was like, "Damn." She kind of made a comment about it before. I can't even remember because they say so much. So play with it if you want to, nigga. We're gonna talk about it. And like Vibe said, yes, alleged, but we all know the real deal behind it. Nigga, if you gonna go after somebody, you go after your moderator, your ex-moderator. Don't come playing with us. We ain't the messengers.
I see them asking what was said. I heard the mod. Can you hear me, Golden?
Yes.
I got my headset now, so I should sound better. Let's see. She said what was said. I'm trying to see what. Let me try to send this receipt to myself so I can read it to y'all.
Okay. And then
Okay.
you all, while Vibes is doing that, this is the same nigga. Now he felt the need to come out and tell Bill's story, right? Now Bill's done been in court. He is not registered. We ain't gonna go back and forth with that. I'm not no fool. All these other people, oh, well, he went to jail. Anybody can fucking go to jail. So you know what I'm saying? If y'all that stupid to think just because somebody go to jail, that means something, then that's on y'all. Y'all go over there with the slow crew at the dead cemetery and over there with all the pedos. Because see, we ain't going for that shit. Okay? Anybody could go to jail. But for mistaken identity or whatever, it doesn't matter. The thing is that whatever he did, it does not appear that there was ever a conviction, and he's not on the list. Okay, I know people who didn't went to jail for taking for murder. My daddy went to jail for murder, and he don't have no murder case. So come on, we can go on and on and on about that. Like I said, he felt the need to spread that about Bills, but when it came to his slow homeboy over there, that obsessed one, he didn't want to talk about that. And now he don't want to talk about this. The two main ones that was sitting on that dead Rose panel lying are the ones they was projecting the whole time. Now you don't want to come clean, like you don't want to say that's a damn lie. All you gotta do is say it's a lie. She lying, but he probably don't want to because he probably don't know what other kind of receipts she gonna pop out next time on him. And he know most likely it's probably not a lie. Yeah, let me read these comments, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm running my mouth. I ain't even got no business on lives.
Well, we ain't gotta be here long. I just wanted to
And
talk about this.
did we just not talk about her with the troll accounts on Platinum? I already knew it was her. And I'm gonna tell you, she's so stupid. And I do it sometimes. People don't realize sometimes I test people and fuck with people. When I figure out their pattern, she's so stupid. Anytime I debunk something she says, I already know the troll accounts is about to bust out. And the bitch never fails. When I talked about when she was going around talking about she got that restraining order on Nola, and I looked at that paperwork and I said, no, it was temporary and it expired. And she was trying to play that game. And the day she called the police, yeah, it was still showing up because it was not going to expire until 12 midnight. She was misleading. She was pissed off, like, damn, this bitch fucking up my game. I knew I was. And y'all know what? I start getting trolls coming to me. When that bitch went to
And you know the
STK.
you know
Huh?
I don't mean to cut you off, but you know the friend posted that. The ex mod posted that she basically was saying that them in their big mouth or something. I think the receipts are still up. That
Yeah,
was today about the restraining order. Yeah, so it's
yeah.
over there on her tab.
But so that just goes to show you what she think of all them people. If I got the big mouth, does she think they dumb? Like, damn, that big mouth, like that's the smart ones. They know. They talking too much. Like
So
it's right in your face.
so what
So
the
that just
mod
goes to
did
show you
do,
that they've been playing with these people for so long, and they think they slow. Apparently they are, because these people be believing that shit. And now
so
here
a
come
lot of
Gold and Piss, and here
a
come
lot of
Vibes and them in the castle. Here come the truth sector calling out, and we can see straight through this shit.
a lot of stuff the mod posted basically confirmed what I thought before with the whole trolling stuff.
Yeah, we already knew it. We just talked about it on Plat. We already knew that was that bitch. And then on top of it, another time when she was online and she was busy talking about she had went to STK and I spent $150 on that food. I think Raquel remember, and I did it on purpose. Because I knew she was gonna get mad and I knew the troll accounts was gonna start up. The bitch is like, bitch, you don't know me. I said, watch, these troll accounts gonna start up. And when I said that, talking about her one meal was $150 instead of it being two, Rack, I think you had made a comment on it. Do you know that them troll accounts started up on me? I said, this bitch, she's so stupid. Anytime I call her out or say something like that, here she come. And it's some other stuff too. I don't even want to even get into it, but bitch, you say that shit over there with them folks in the B sector. Because apparently it must have, I don't know how the fuck y'all done got away with all that lying for so long. But the street, the ASI street community over here, we ain't going for the okey dokes. Yeah, that's all they do is lie. But I know one thing, he ain't about to stop us from talking about it. What he think he gonna do because he done got a fucking few little cases in and filed a few cases. Yeah, I'm gonna be suing somebody. Nigga, I dare you, because I'm gonna have your big titty ass in jail. I'm gonna have your ass so inconvenient, you gonna be all over the place and that bitch gonna be paying for it. And if she couldn't keep up with her rent during the time when the government was closed, she ain't gonna be able to keep up with your big fat funky ass.
You know what? I'm trying to get the
Hey,
receipts,
Dietrich.
y'all. That's what I'm trying to do. Y'all know how it is when you go live and I wasn't even thinking to get them before that. I'm trying to find them. It's a lot. I have a lot of receipts. Okay.
Yeah, they gonna.
I didn't know I was
Wait
gonna need the receipts, huh? What you say?
a minute.
Hey everybody, y'all. These YouTube streets keep us entertained. Hey Deidre, it do.
Yeah.
But I ain't entertained right now when these some serious allegations going around. Okay.
Yeah. And ain't nobody talking about it. F Bills, come on out, because see, they wanted F Bills to explain his story. That man actually went on, let them put him on live, and he tried to explain how it all went down, and they still went on. But how come you now? Why don't you go on F Bills' panel or Vibes' panel or somebody's panel? Come on, explain this shit.
Let me see. Has he said anything since Sonny's interview? I don't know why would he say anything since Sonny's interview. I'm not sure if he did or not. I haven't been watching him like that, so that's why I said if he addressed the allegations now, I probably missed it. So all then he got to do is say, "Yeah, I addressed it Thursday. Here's the live." We could just go watch it. What he said. And I know him and his pride, ego, whatever, he'll probably say, I don't know, y'all know explanation. Well, yeah, that is your right. But then if you don't explain and help us to understand whether it's true or it's not true, then we're left no other choice but to just go with what we saw. You know what I mean?
Go with what we saw and go with what his woman said, because she never backtracked what she said about that skirt. And it was something else. One time they were on live on the panel and it was like a few months ago and I caught it. Dang, I wish I could remember.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Is it just me or you keep pausing or something? Oh, you on mute.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Okay.
me.
We can
It's me.
go
Hold
whenever
on.
you're ready because I know it's busy, but I had the live skater, so I had to show up. Even though stuff started going a whole nother way, I just wasn't gonna not show up. So I think we just having bad luck today. I can't get nothing to work. Hey Vaughn, I'm sitting up
Hey,
here trying
Von.
my hardest to find these receipts for you, D. I thought maybe everybody saw them because this been days old drama and madness. So I didn't think I need them for the live.
Hey, Von. You know, I was clowning earlier today when I said that the kids was getting, they are getting tall, but I was clowning when I said they just about as tall as me and their Uncle Marcus, with him being about 5'6".
Yeah. Do anybody else want the link? Let me see.
Well,
Here go one of them. So she said Octo. And like I said, it don't show no date, time, or anything. It just say, Octo, I think you need to go to counseling for underage attractions. And then it's like it cut off. Like she didn't crop it properly, so you can't really see it. Um, I will not share what we spoke of behind scenes, but I got a man and Coco, my friend. I can't really read the whole message. The part that stuck out to me, forget all the other blah, 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 was I think you need to go to counseling for underage attractions. Why do you struggle with those fetishes? I'm not comfortable. So those are some serious stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Why
and then
would
for her to say that he also deleted some of the stuff. Uh, why did he delete some of the stuff? See, I don't know how that works with you guys talking about this Instagram. You can delete stuff and all that. But she mentioned something about him deleting some stuff.
I guess what she was trying to say was he went and you know how you unsend your message that was sent prior? I guess from what I'm hearing on IG, I'm not sure because they said something about like you could unsend a message and then when the person I can't even screenshot on IG anymore. Like how you normally like be able to screenshot the thread, you can't screenshot it. Something pop up and say you can't. Mhm.
I mean, the
Is
reality is,
anybody else having that issue on IG? You can't screenshot the screen like the messages anymore. It says something.
the reality with these people, it really doesn't surprise me. I'm really kind of not really new to the internet, but what I mean, like doing all this other stuff. But we would hear stories all the time about these weirdos behind these monitors and computer screens, these obsessions, and we're actually seeing them. These people are really here in front of us. You know what I mean? And he might be possibly allegedly one of them. Have you all noticed that there are certain people in this app that are obsessed, like they can't stop doing certain things, or they just keep going on and on and on, and they can't handle rejection very well. Like it's just some pattern, some characteristics about some of these people. And I always thought he was a little weird anyway. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Initially, I thought, oh, he probably a decent little guy, like a kind of nerd, a geek, but weird. Like when he come online with them headphones and looking like he out of space and all these monitors going, and he's so into all this AI. It's weird stuff. And we be hearing about these same kind of weirdos and stuff they be doing and luring people and all, you know what I'm saying? It's not really not a surprise to me. You're a whole weirdo. Walking around with his titties hanging out and the polo top and the beach and whatever they got going on. Hey, Abs, we talking about that one over there that has not just gave us a justification, a denial, or debunked what his ex moderator said. He never really debunked what his woman said when she talked about that schoolgirl skirt. Yeah, D, for real. You know, he's a weirdo. Straight out. So, Vibes, you there? Am I talking? Vibes.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm still
Oh,
here. Girl,
okay.
I had to
Okay.
unmute so you didn't know, but then he's talking. I'm like, oh shit, they
Oh,
about to
okay.
hit. Give me a
Okay. I was
second.
just making sure I wasn't here alone. Yeah, so anyway, it really doesn't surprise me. I mean, like I said, I always thought he was a little weird anyway. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. And the stuff he be talking about, so my thing is this is that he got all the smoke, and I mean he can go on with everybody and everything, go live. He's over there the other day talking about the lemon and VS stuff. But you skipping around some important stuff? Like you want that on your jacket? Yeah, okay, homie. Now you want it to go away, but we ain't gonna let it go away. And you want it to go away where you think people are scared of you, like how you say I could take them pages. Nigga, try me. I don't give a fuck about a page. Now come take my money, we gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I'm just not having good luck today because I'm trying to send the receipts to myself, and then when I send the picture, somebody won't download. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but I'm not gonna stress myself out. If anything, I'll just send it to you later, okay?
Yeah,
But that's what it said.
for real, Pooh. You got he like that's his way of appealing to young kids. He's the type you warn your kids about when they playing games online. Yeah, I be still warning mine. I mean, my son is grown, but they still, you know what I'm saying? They only 20. Don't get yourself, you know what I'm saying, caught up.
Nah, but I already spoke to that lady. You can't just run around and be striking people channels for no reason because you're
Mhm.
upset. That's
Yeah,
not
but
how this works.
no, that ain't how
Hmm?
that worked. And see what they don't know, Vibes. I guess they think I was talking when I said I went down to YouTube and met some folks.
I already told the lady. I already told the lady, like, you can't just run around be threatening people channels if they open and execute their constitutional rights.
Yeah. No, he want us to shut up about it. Well, I'm gonna do some lawsuits, nigga. I dare you. You gonna find your ass up in there bent over.
Shit, I even said, hey, you want to come up here on the panel and help me to make it make sense? I know he's probably not gonna come, but it is what it is.
And instead of him being a man and responding, all I can say is that comment disappeared. And it was a very respectful comment. Platt was even asking questions. He intentionally avoided those questions. He was acting like that other one did with his kids. When his kids was in the chat and he kept on avoiding the question, acting like he didn't see it. I guess that's how them PDFs roll.
No comment.
Yeah. Yeah,
No
I'm sorry.
comment.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I ain't got time. Uh-uh. I ain't got time. These motherfuckers ain't finna talk about it. I'm obsessed. Nah. Who's
Yeah.
obsessed is with the fucking moderator in the chat with my name.
Mm-hmm. Well, that moderator might disappear now that her ex mod then busted her out, which we already knew anyway. We knew it. Like I said, I was do shit on purpose because I already knew that the dummy would come out with all of a sudden like that. It's just like I said, what clockwork. I already knew the dummy would come out. If I say this or say that, she gonna come out mad
What I
because I
did
didn't bust it
notice
out.
is what I did notice is while somebody was running around drunk in the YouTube streets for running amok for days, that troll account was mighty quiet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And then
we know.
once the drunken rage was over,
Yeah, soberness
they were
came in and
they were
we
back
talked.
in full effect. Mm?
The funny part is that Vibes and I, we talked about that too. We was like, oh yeah, they don't even know we talking about it. We watching them. We knowing the next move and play, and that bitch falling right into the trap.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess the people in the street sector, like, we tired of the. But you know what? I just felt like something needed to be said, because if it was somebody else, everybody and their mama would have been out here going live. Why
And
is it?
then
Why is it as soon as so everybody want to call out everybody, but then the pedos just get like, oh, we don't care.
right, and then the thing is that they want to do all of that, but but then those same pedos want to make it like Vibes is protecting some.
You know what? A matter of fact, do anybody up in here watch audio? Because I would love to hear what audio think about this. And this not on me coming for you, audio. I just know you always be on like this thing about men and kids and whatever. You know what I mean? Protect the kids and pedos. And so I would love to know, because y'all fairly okay. So I would love to know what's your take on this whole thing.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
Yeah. I'm not sure if they're still each other mods or whatever, but I think there was even each other mods. So how do you feel about this, audio? Did you see the receipts? Like, what? I'm confused. And they'll just go silent. It'll just be, oh, them two, oh, them old women, oh, they obsessed and whatever over there in the castle. First of all, I'm not old. I'm quite sure a lot of y'all out here are older than me. So stop calling me old when you're older than me, okay? So, ain't that
And I'm
crazy,
proud to
Golden?
be
They be
old. You
calling
know
me
what I
old all the damn time, but they're
mean?
way older than me.
Yeah, that's what make it crazy. That's what that sounds stupid. They sound stupid when they do that.
If
And
y'all
I'm
know
good
how
with
old
being
I
old.
am, if y'all know how old I am for real, y'all be like, what? That's it? And they keep calling you old? I'm
You
not
just
old.
you're young and wise. That's why I like Copper. I don't like no young dummies. Okay. Um, and I'm good with being old
You
because
say you
guess what?
old?
I'm
Boy
good
say
with
he
being old.
old.
Because you know what? It's a lot of MFs that didn't make it. Okay. When I was growing up. See, like homegirl over there talking about I'm from Denver. Denver, what a girl, please. Denver was never known for having ruthless streets. I was raised in the 80s, and it's a whole bunch of folks that are no longer among the living. That's my age. I'm good with being old. I'm looking forward to being in my 90s. And guess what? I'm old and wise, and that's what y'all mad about. That's why when I say what I say, them damn troll accounts come out because they talk too much in the Casco. They fucking it up. We've been having all these dummies around here. They've been dumb and believe everything we say. Now here come Golden Piss and Vibes with the castle,
I
the
read the
castle
receipts.
resident.
Y'all didn't hear the receipts? I read one of them. So you're just coming up here, you're like, what's going on? Basically, Octo and his moderator fell out. Okay, how they fell out, that's not even the point. I don't even care. But she made some posted some receipts on her channel, and one of the receipts was basically like a text message saying to him, put it back up, put it back up. It say, Octo, I think you need to go to counseling for your underage attractions. I guess she was saying, I will not share what we spoke of behind the scenes, something, something. And Coco, my friend, you know the things you struggle with, not cool. I'm so lost. But anyway, it say, why do you struggle with those fetishes? I'm not comfortable talking something, something about a pastor. Mm-hmm. So the key part I want you to pay attention to is she addressed him, and she said, I think you need to go to counseling for underage attractions. Why do you struggle with those fetishes? Okay? Why would your friend slash ex mod ask you this stuff behind the scenes? And I will say, me personally, I don't really respect this. And LGI, if you're here, you can hit the panel too, and you could come up here and we could get this thing squashed once and for all. After all these years, because a matter of fact, the other day after their whole fallout, that's when I'm realizing after 3 long years, I'm realizing the truth why my range was taken back in beef sector on Coco's channel. Okay? Because that day I'm looking like, hold up, I didn't even do anything. I could find a video in the castle where I went live that night and I was so baffled. And I'm like, I don't even have no smoke for these chicks because I didn't even know what was going on. So I knew it was so random, but LGI basically said days ago that it was her because she didn't like me. She asked Coco to remove my wrench. So I was crazy after all. Okay, because me and her friend don't get along, she asked Coco to take my wrench. So all along, I'm thinking like, damn, what had happened back then? Now I know the truth that it ain't had shit to do with VQ. It was just off the strain of your friend didn't like me, and your friend asked you or maybe paid you to take my wrench. Mm-hmm. You knew, I knew it was something like that. Yeah.
Oh, Marcus is in the chat.
Where?
Marcus. Basically, it boils down to the main ones who have been talking about you with these females and all, the street brawls and all that shit you doing. You know what I mean? You know what it is. It comes to come to find out, allegedly, they all in the babies. They like kids. So
So I
while you
guess it,
praying, let's say you praying on the grown folks, they praying on the babies, allegedly. So that's what this is all about.
so he said it was a weak ass FTA, and I initially got pulled over for
The
failing
main
a
ones, the
signal or
main
lane
idiots.
change. Are you hearing me?
Oh, is that? Oh, he telling us what happened. Why would they put him in
I
jail for
don't know
that?
what's going on. Can you hear me, Golden? Because we're both talking
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah. But why would they take him to jail for that? And Marcus, how were there some people who knew about it before you made the announcement? They got some obsessed people. How would they know about you going to jail? Who did you tell? How did somebody before you made that announcement on your page? That one who's obsessed with Vibes' channel, who binge watches Vibes' channel, he knew about it. So I'm wondering, is he obsessed with you too? I tell y'all, they got some weirdos on here. They might be typing in his name all day long just to see if anything ever pop up.
Yeah,
How
because
did
he
they know
actually,
about it, Marcus?
I got sent the link to his short video. He made that video 2 hours before Marcus even made his post about going to jail. So how he knew about it 2 hours in advance? That's crazy, right? Or did Marcus tell somebody that's close to him and the person told him? I don't know. Uh-oh. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, Marcus was in jail, girl. Look at his community tab. He made a community post. Hey,
Hey. Oh yeah, he knows his dad is the man. Hold on, real quick, Mook. Oh, hold on. Can I hear y'all? Uh oh.
yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I can hear y'all. What's going on?
You tell
You tell
us.
us.
Well, damn, why
Man.
I'm
Well,
hearing
I'm hearing
myself
myself
echoing.
echoing. First of all, you see what's going on. You see what's going on, man. You see
I'm
what's
hearing
I'm hearing
myself
myself
echoing.
echoing. Going on, going on.
Hey,
Matt.
yes,
We're
echo.
We're
echoing for
echoing for
some
some
reason.
reason. Okay, well, let me just make sure that my yeah, everything is turned off. Oh, it's the other one. Let me get rid of that. All right, still echoing? Should be good, right?
I think
I
we're
think
good
we're good
now.
now. All right, go ahead,
No,
Mook.
we're
No,
still
we're still
echoing.
echoing. Such a little butterball. Little butterball.
Hey,
Amen.
Max. Yeah, we're
And
still
we're still
echoing.
echoing. I don't have any of my other anything else open. Let me see. Yeah, everything's closed on my
I'm
end.
gonna
I can
drop
go.
down
I
and
can go
come
out and
back.
come back in if you want.
Okay.
All right, so I'll come right back in.
All right. Are we still echoing now? I don't
No,
hear
we're
it
here.
anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. But what's up, Abs? You say snowing, I'm driving. Be safe, Platt. Yes, girl. No texting and driving. Wow.
Y'all messing me up right now. I'm supposed to be going to Costco, but
Well,
now I
go
got
to
to sit here and
Costco.
gossip. Girl, I can't even get up to get in the car and go to the drive-through, huh, Kiki? Huh, Coco? I got so much to do.
But I'm happy these receipts were posted. I'm thankful because you know what that allowed me to see that I'm not so crazy after all. We have a lot more evidence. We also have evidence that Octo was the one that was sending Golden's information around. So yeah, thank you. And you know what's crazy? That was actually what day did I say that was? It was something on the 20th. The same day he sent the receipt to his friend. When she posted the receipt and I saw the date, I went back in time on that specific date because I wanted to see what was going on in YouTube streets on that day. And that was the same day that Nola hit the panel over there on D Dirty's channel and told Dirty or said it out loud that somebody left him a comment over there on his community post doxing Golden. That was the same day. So you see why the receipts are so important in the castle? Yeah. And then, because then when I went back looking, I said, on this day on the 20th, that's when I saw the person on Golden's tab. So yeah, it all lines up. It all lines up.
And I still have the link to that troll page. It's still up because I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I ain't said nothing. I didn't even report it with my name and date of birth on it. It's still there. See, they don't know. I'll let it sit there because the reality is y'all know who I am now. If y'all want to run up and come up, do what you got to do. I ain't deleting shit. Like that bitch got that page with my photos and shit. I'm waiting. She don't know I'm setting her up. Let it sit right there. And now her moderator is busting her out. Bitch, I'll have your motherfucking paycheck garnished.
Ooh. But Abs, I see you. Crazy. But so look, I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all. Let's see if Mark is gonna come back. It don't seem like Octa gonna show up, but I didn't expect him to anyway. I definitely wasn't gonna attack him because, like I said, we wouldn't get anywhere. You know what I mean? He's a C
He,
flat. I told y'all earlier.
he knew you weren't going to attack him. He's trying to avoid it.
Hmm.
You did all of that for F bills, but you can't come out and just say, no, that's a lie. But them
Yeah, and I'm
receipts,
not justifying. I'm not justifying Bill's actions either. But what I was saying, what I was trying to do, why I brought him up, was to say at least he showed up and explained his side, whether the side was true or false. He still showed up. When it come to you, you don't want to talk about it. And
yeah.
like I said, if he already spoke about it and we missed it, well, point us where you talked about it so we could go watch it.
And they almost kind of demanded, like, it was almost kind of like they put pressure on F bills. The two main ones. That's the crazy part.
Wait, I know you ain't trying to attack Warlord, right, Tara? Or y'all just playing? You said troll page? MGO, it's so much going on, girl. It is so much going on. Yeah, the troll accounts are out of control. But I did get messages from the mod saying, yeah, I saw the messages for myself with her saying she's gonna go make some troll accounts. Okay. But you know what? I believe it. I very much believe that part because even Nola been telling us all these years that he know for a fact that when they was cool, she had a lot of troll accounts.
I heard VS talk about her having a lot of troll accounts. One time she was on live and she said that she has troll accounts. So it's well
Yeah,
known. But
yeah, but that was all hearsay. But now when you see it in black and white with the person saying that what's up, you can't deny it
mhm.
now.
Yep, about to go troll VQ and Golden Piss.
Hmm. Yeah. So whatever he trying to do with you could come back and say he put your life in danger because he was sending your information around. You have that receipt now.
It, it's a lot of them. First of all, the main one would be that monkey because he wouldn't even have that information if it weren't for her. So the reality is, if anything ever happened to me, it'd be a few of them going down, with him being one of them, but her being the main one. See, that's the part that people don't get. Like, if anything go down, it's gonna go back to that main person. The main person is really the monkey, because the reality of it is that, and I ain't taking up for that big bum ass nigga, but giving somebody information behind the scene is really not doxing. What she did was dox me, and it's on record. She used YouTube's platform and was lying and doxing, and like that's the funny part about even like that old weirdo Donna. Now I'm talking about that B's dead mama, but she was talking about my dead daddy, and you ain't said a word. Okay, that's how you just full of shit, Donna. You weird bitch, acting like you talking about, hey, they ain't must ain't never get chin check. Bitch, you ain't must have never got chin check because the shit you do. And I'm so sick of these motherfuckers always telling me I got hands. We all got motherfucking hands. Like what your hands can do just more than mine. And bitch, at least mine got some fingerprints to go behind it because I didn't use mine. See, you too scary to go all the way with yours. Like y'all's talking that tough shit. I bet you won't even, I bet you too scared to go to jail behind your hands. I ain't. And I got more than hands. I don't just use hands. I use feet. I got a mouth. I use air spray, pepper spray. I got a whole bunch of shit I use. Whatever happens, happens. I don't just use hands. No weird ass bitch Donna. A whole fucking flunky. Slow as fuck. Now she been doing all that wall talking all that shit about somebody, but the bitch I guess forgot that the bitch was talking about my daddy in line and that old weirdo over there, that crater face fool over there. Yeah, cause what the dead Rose said about Golden Daddy, something, you know what I'm saying? So it was all to the good. But y'all thought that it was just the bitch thing because I wasn't saying nothing. Bitch, you say that's what I'm saying. You ain't from no notorious streets like you try to make it out to be. Because, see, if you was from LA, you would know motherfuckers retaliate. It don't go like that. It don't expire after 30 days. They got motherfuckers still ready to take out somebody's family from 3, 4, 5 years ago. Hell, even the courts got a statute of limitations. And y'all think y'all could do shit and ain't nobody gonna, and it's just gonna slide because ain't nobody said nothing? Bitch, you ain't. Take your ass on back to Denver like
I'm
somebody's
trying.
scared.
I'm trying to go on her tab. Y'all, please make sure y'all hit the like button for us, okay? I'm trying to go back on her tab, trying to see what all she said. Let
She
me
better
see.
ask Vegas how it worked, since that's her home girl. So she think that she could have got away with that. And now that some time then passed, even that other one over there was lying, went on there, used that girl's panel talking about, I talk about her every day. Bitch, you ain't got no receipts to say I talk about you every day. But see, that's what I be talking about. They be playing these people and then they find new people and think they slow and come on it. They all was on that woman's panel that day lying on me.
So she said Coco was making troll pages. I didn't lie. Push to read the text here, whatever. But anyway, it say explore photos, funky bish, LOL, big muskrat, brokey hair. I don't know what that is. And golden piss, that's the big doodoo mouth. I don't like. I desire to bust golden piss in the mouth. So then Coco laughing, I'm gonna make troll pages of them too, funky dusty hoes. I wish I had that recording of her PC ass yelling. And then she said, only you know who do. She mentioned the person. I have an idea. If you think it's okay, I ask someone to ask him for the old audio. I won't mention you. Huh. Y'all trying to get old audio people? Wow.
Desperate.
So mm-hmm.
Vaughn, I don't do that up no more either. But if I have
So
to, I will. I
I'm
ain't
trying to
trying to
read
fight. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to read y'all the receipt. So 10 hours ago, she said she lied. Was no restraining order. Let me start over. 10 hours ago, the moderator said she lied. Was no restraining order. Octo knew it. Here's proof, and I left in my text. So it said I go look and see. Coco said I'm really sick of her ish. So then the mod said I didn't see her live yet, but I believe you. Coco said I didn't see it either, but he told me that her and Snooze Fest talking about I don't have no restraining order for real and all that ish. I think that was the night when Snooze Fest hit the panel. But anyway, or panel. So then she said talking about they trying to look it up, call the effing police. And then the mod said if all hell fails, I know the ex. She said the name, got it. And Coco said, I don't give a F. It's none of their business. Then the mod said, I wish it was a way to tell your local police or court not to give out any info about you because they stalking you. Who's stalking you?
First of all, if Coco didn't give a damn, she's the one who came out here about telling us about these receipts. We didn't even know nothing about no damn case. She went live to try to spread this lie ass story like she's some victim, and she got mad because we popped her. I'm looking at the paperwork like I know goddamn well I can't be the most intelligent motherfucker in this world. I'm looking at the paperwork. Yeah, she got a temporary one like people can get. But that expired. And then the day she went live trying to call to prove it, they like y'all forget, yeah, the damn temporary order expires at 12 midnight. Y'all not using the common sense that the God gave y'all to think. So yeah, when she called the police that day after courts, yes, it was still active. But I bet you she would have called at 12:01 a.m. It wouldn't have no longer been active. That's what she was mad about because I was spilling it. And she didn't care. Why did she come out with telling it? And ain't nobody stalking nothing. That's public record. Just as well as what we stalking, but this nigga passing out everybody information. This nigga all up on what do they call it, LinkedIn or whatever, trying to look me up, discovering that I am really golden signatures.
Yeah, then she posted 10 hours ago and said, watch him go make a video try to clean this ish up. Told y'all stop believing him. He desperate. He's sick. He got fetishes that were spoken over the phone in my ear. I regret not busting him out, but I wanted to show YouTube. It was friends on YouTube. Get help. Okay, so I'm gonna pause right there. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I don't respect it. Now you're gonna say he's sick. He got fetishes that were spoken over the phone in my ear. I regret not busting him out, but I wanted to show YouTube that it was friends on YouTube. I don't respect this because if somebody telling you as a friend, I am a pedo, you're gonna say you didn't bust them out because you trying to show like people on YouTube can be your real friends. I get all of that. But if somebody telling you they're a pedo, No, that ain't some shit that you sugarcoat or hide and wait until you get mad. You tell us.
Well, no, I don't even. I'm gonna tell you the part I don't respect. I don't respect the part where you knew full well that they were making something up on Nola, and you rode with that. That's not something. See, I don't play those kind of games with, especially with black men or just people in general. Like getting caught up like that. That's not cool to make accusations like that. So for you, you could have not even said nothing, even though you know they were lying. She could have just not even said nothing. But if you participated with the lie, I can't respect that, and I can't respect it too because now that Mad Day has come, now you want to tell it. And now we speaking of
Right.
that, it's just as well as now that Mad Day has come. I don't care. I already knew that that bum was passing out my stuff. I ain't. I wasn't born yesterday. But the thing is that I'm not certain now because I already know the broad don't too much care for me. You don't even know me, and I don't give a damn. But you post it, but you ain't even marked out my last name or my first name or something. You posted like you know what I'm saying. Just put it all out there. Now it could have been innocently done, but fucking with y'all, these kind of people, I don't know if she innocently did it or she was really trying to. What she did was actually doxed me 2 days ago. Because even though he gave her the information, that's not doxing. When you publicly put it out there is a dox. And when she publicly put it out there, she didn't even cross out nothing. She could have crossed out my first name. She could have crossed out my last name or, whatever. And people would have still got it and understood, oh, I see he did send that to her. She knew how to cross out other stuff with them text messages. But I don't respect nobody if to ride with somebody and make an accusation like that because somebody can go to jail for life.
Yeah. And I know it was
That's the
another
part I
receipt
don't respect.
she.
And we all know that I didn't have some issues with Nola, but I'm just saying in general, I don't get down like that.
Yeah, I know it was another receipt that she posted. I gotta find that one. The one with the article. Like she got the article that he went to jail before for basically failing to you remember the one I'm talking about? That one was posted at first when they first fell out, but it's not up anymore. But that one was saying something about like it was an article, but I noticed that it only showed the first name, but it didn't show the rest of the name. And I'm
Okay,
like,
because that's what
hold
I'm
up.
talking about. The article, it showed the first name, not the last name, but you post my stuff and it showed the first and the last name. No, she don't owe me no, you know what I'm saying? No type of loyalty or nothing like that. But I'm just saying I ain't stupid. Like I said, it could have been innocently done, but I already know how she felt about me anyway because I've been seeing stuff. I remember when she was talking about how lame it is to dox people, but then that same day, it was like I'm glad she got doxxed. I had saw all of that. That was when I was out there in Frisco out over at Yahoo. And I'm like, oh, okay. I ain't never had no problem with this broad, but I don't give a damn anyway. She don't even know me. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. See now I'm saying because in the beginning of this live I said it was something that caught my eye, but I didn't want to say what it is until I hear what Octo got to say. Because if he say the receipts are not true and he's able to tell me why he say the receipts are not true, I
I
could
could
tell
tell
him,
him,
well,
well,
we're
we're
still
still
echoing as
echoing
soon
as
as
soon as
Marcus come
Marcus
back.
comes.
Yeah, as soon as Marcus came back, we already started echoing. And why I don't see you on the panel? Marcus supposed to be on the stage with us, but I don't see him. Only his name, but no picture.
Yeah, because Marcus, we need some questions answered. We're trying to figure out how did this obsessed fool know you were
There
in
you go. You
jail
got to cradle
before
him
you made the
like he a
announcement?
baby.
Let me see if I say something if I hear it now.
Is there echo? Let me know.
Oh no, the echo stopped.
All right,
Yeah,
Lord
still
Jesus,
in
what you
echo?
doing to the baby? Y'all hold on real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I keep messing this thing up. Hey, come here, come here, come here. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. You see this? Let me show you. Look, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Look, look, look. You see that? No, no, no. Look now. Look. 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 See? You got. He got to feel the love. This ain't just no little baby, little doll. You got to feel love. You see how you got to embrace your brother. You got to love on him. This ain't just a TikTok prop.
Aw. He just got some. Listen, Max don't put on some weight.
Oh, there's news. There's news.
What?
Give me some of my mic card. Somebody else. And it's good. There's no it's a no first.
Cool. I'm on the live, y'all. Y'all hold on. Don't be rude.
Max over there sucking down that liquid gold. He done put on
You see
weight.
him, man. You see him. All right. Now, can you do this? Okay. Come on. Gotta feel the love. Hey, almost done. Let me get him some more milk real quick. All right.
Now I'm trying to see how to minimize the damn screen again.
Right.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. All right. So I had someone call me right when we was trying to get everything straight. So my apologies. But okay. So if what I'm hearing is I'm trying to piece together because I came in, I guess, right when I had wrote the comment and I went back on some of the comments. So I guess let me just get this right. LGI, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is, I guess, a moderator for
Moderator slash
both.
ex-friend. Mm-hmm.
Okay, moderator for Kiki and Octavius, or just Octavius?
Both, I think.
Okay, 'cause I know I definitely have seen it. LG, I don't know if that's a female or a male, but definitely seen that person in I think Kiki's chat before back in the day. And so I think I've also seen him Octavius. And so I guess they fell out and LGI went and said or provided what receipts about what?
Basically, it was a message she posted of her confronting him or whatever about him having thoughts about minors or whatever. So I dropped down in his chat trying to ask him, are the receipts doctored up? They're real, you know what I mean? Whatever. And he didn't answer.
Well,
Because I was trying to go to the source before sparking up a live. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, it's so funny because people like to project, right? Um, I be noting the things that people say when they think they're just talking and nobody's really hearing. Like they think they're emphasizing something else, but I hear emphasis on another thing. And so, essentially with Octavius, I would notice that when he would denigrate my content, it would always be him talking about, yeah, because you want to go over there and listen to the people talk about their childhood, this and that and the third, and all those R words and PDFs and stuff like that, right? But the whole time, the reason why he uses that as the example is because that's probably what he likes about the content. You know what I'm saying? like it's
Yeah.
total projection. It's total
And
projection.
I was trying to be fair, and I said everything in this life is all alleged, whatever. I'm not sure, so I'm trying to put it together. And if he even wanted to come up here, I wouldn't disrespect him. I wanted to hear it from you, because when I
Yeah.
speak, I like to make sure I'm not slandering people. So I don't want to say Octo is a this if he's not. You know what I mean?
Well, right. I don't think you said that. I don't think anybody said that. But I do think that I think that he's probably projecting. I think somebody probably
And I'm wondering, where's everybody in the street sector? Why
so
nobody
weird.
talking about it? Why is nobody talking about it? We got to talk about everybody that's doing bad stuff, not just one.
Well, I think it's because maybe like I didn't know about it. I didn't know that this happened until just now, basically. So I don't think that maybe a whole lot of people will have access to see the LGI person, post or whatever. But so I obviously didn't see that post. But what receipt? So it was basically just like a screenshot of text messages, or what was it?
Yeah, this one looked like it was IG, like the screenshot of the thread.
Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
And
listen.
the part that stuck out to me was when she said, Octo. And then she started addressing him. I think you need to go to counseling for underage attractions. Then she said she's not gonna share it, whatever, whatever. Why do you struggle with those fetishes? That's what she was asking him. Now, why would your friend or your moderator ask you this stuff?
Well, I
And
mean, yeah. When was it dated? Was it
that's
like?
the part. That's the part. Doesn't show a date and it doesn't show a time. So that's why I was leaving it up to him to say, hey, that stuff was not real. You get what I'm saying? Why is it not real? Here is why it's fake. You get what I'm saying? So I was giving him a chance to redeem
Hmm.
himself. You know, I
Well,
love dates are very important in time.
yeah. I mean, right. If it was like this recent message, then that has less credibility than if it was something that they sent a year ago before they was beefing and everything else. But yeah, that's that. Listen, projection at its finest. Um, so of course, like you say, it's alleged, but I would see where that would track. Okay. Just based on if I just had to go based off of like his physical appearance, kind of the kind of doofy way that he has. He's kind of like a doofus type deal. Um, obviously kind of like one of those nerds that like they talk about like in the basement, like two or three screens, doing all type of nerd stuff, you know? He kind of comes off like that type, like with the whole emperor, I'm the emperor of all sectors and all this nonsense, like he's some comic book character at the age of mid 40s is weird. So he
But
definitely fits the profile, in my opinion.
you say if you block someone on IG, it deletes dates. Oh, I didn't know that, Ocean. Interesting. Are you
Yep.
sure?
Let me see. What did Ocean say? Oh, Marcus, I would like to know your thoughts on the Garden attacking you now after being your number one fan. Well, duh. I mean, like, I don't mind talking about it. Do you care if I talk about it, Vibes? You on mute?
I answer for you. No, she
Oh,
doesn't mind, but let me stop.
yeah. I say I don't. Huh?
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the long and short of it is that, um, I don't know if y'all know or not, but I've already put it out there. I think somebody said she put it out there. I don't know how she presented it, but the long and short of it is that when she was beefing with Vibes and Golden and they were going back and forth, Vibes and Golden would, do their beef or whatever, wouldn't necessarily include me in it. And she would tag my channel or put my name in the title, to try to, kind of trigger the algorithm type deal and get a little bit more numbers, make it seem like it was something to do with Atlanta Street interviews when it had nothing to do with me. So eventually I sent her a private text message, just letting her know, like, hey, I'm taking back permission to do for you to review my content and stuff like that. I just like to just kind of, just back away peacefully, right? And so she was like, okay, I understand, or something like that. Very short response, like, I understand. And then, like a few weeks later, when she had the opportunity to, because somebody was saying something about me or something, she decided to, come out and be like, hey, I've seen the light. And, Marcus is actually not good and this and that and the third and all this type of stuff. So, it's obviously just sour grapes. She got upset because I told her to not review my content no more. And ever since then, she's, had a hard on for me. And, anytime she gets a chance to kind of sully my name, she's going to take that opportunity to. So she's just a phony. It's completely phony. That's why I don't pay attention to all that brother stuff and this and that, all that type of stuff. Not from people like that who I know have already demonstrated in the past that they're just kind of flip floppy and they'll do whatever. Right. So that's the deal with her. Mm-hmm.
You got to
Yep.
understand what I've noticed
After
about
after she
several.
grabbed that booty.
Like, and then, oh, and just just to be clear, okay. Um, while I may have a history of this or that or the third, okay. That's only with like cute to pretty women. Okay. She doesn't qualify for that. I'm just being honest. Okay. So anything, because I heard she was over there saying this and that and the third. That's completely laughable to me. Like big laugh, like big old LOL. If anybody remembers the energy that I had when she came to town, you could feel it on the screen. Okay. I was trying my best to just be nice. Okay. So the idea that she would even fix her mouth to say anything like that is just crazy to me.
That look you
No.
had on your face when you came out of that bank said it all for me. Like, what the hell? You jumping all up on my seat?
But the funny part about it is that the energy that he had towards Chase was totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different
Right.
from.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could tell when there may be a maybe, you know what I'm saying? But I think that anybody that watched those lives and that, just was in the situation and knew what was going on would laugh at that statement when she makes it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, he didn't even want to buy you lunch. And I buy everybody lunch. Okay. Like,
Uh-huh.
so-
She had to come up with a story about her card, Western Union
something
or
like that.
something.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, y'all see how I treat people when they come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was none of that. So, um,
Ocean,
but
you
again, it's just
messy.
sour grapes.
Ocean said, did she smell like cigarettes?
Um, I wouldn't say I was even close enough to her to be able to say what she smelled like or anything like that. Like, when we was outside, obviously didn't smell anything or nothing like that. But even when we was in indoors, wasn't close enough to where I could like sniff or smell, and or the smell wasn't loud enough if it was to be something to
Ocean,
where I remembered it or nothing like that. So
Ocean says she said you begged to eat
yeah,
her
yeah, no,
out.
I saw that, and I'm just like, uh, hell no, like big old hell no. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's one thing to flip flop and kind of be on the hate train when you were one of my biggest supporters supposedly just a little while ago, but it's a whole nother thing to completely lie, a complete lie. Like no type of energy like that was given at all. So I guess at some point you gotta like make things be a little bit more than what they were, because just the same old stuff doesn't really hit the same way no more. So there has to be this increasing amount of tea or stuff that you can speculate on or talk about, but that's just completely ridiculous.
The castle scribe is definitely scribing. Okay, that's Ocean. Hey, shout out to Ocean. Ocean gonna
I
get the
mean,
answers.
the fact that she even made it up is just, weird. But
It's literally 1000% not true in any way. There's no way that she could have misinterpreted anything or anything like that. There was no attraction whatsoever.
maybe she
Okay.
wanted you to do that. That's probably what it was.
I
She
was about
wanted
to
more.
say it might just be projection if that's the case.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell y'all, and again, I'll tell you when it's this or that or the third, but it is nothing, nothing, absolutely nothing there. So just a whole lot, a whole lot.
Did you
And
take her to your place and get her drunk like she claimed?
I mean, I drink all the time. I drink, smoke, whatever. So if I don't remember exactly, like, if we drank, I know for sure that we smoked, but I don't even remember we had a drink. I mean, I'm sure, I usually offer people a drink or whatever, but it's not like, oh, we was lit, we got drunk or nothing like that. Heck no. Heck no. Like, listen, listen. I was being nice. See, this is what happens when you be nice to people. This is what happens when you
Wait,
be nice to people. It's
did
like,
she did she offer you any services? The chat got so many
no,
questions.
no, 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 no. None of that. None of that. None of that. There was not even that type of energy in the atmosphere. I think we may have been talking about at the time. I think Sunny was the topic of discussion or something like that. But it definitely was nothing like anything, any type of anything like that. Mm-mm.
Did she want
Nope,
to
nope,
spend
nope.
the night?
She would not have been able to, even if that was the case. Like, nope, 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 nope. And
Y'all are
did I
too
get
much.
yes, yes. Okay, so now Abs is asking good questions. Did I get unsolicited booty pics? Yes. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Wait a
Wait
minute.
a minute. Uh-oh. Hold up. For real,
Yes.
Hit
Marcus?
the damn
That's
like
Yes.
why.
button.
Oh, that's
Okay.
what she been
Now
doing.
not like naked, but like trying to show me that how
I
she
got.
looked or whatever.
Yeah. She did that same
Hmm.
thing to Mr. Jackson.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hold
Yep.
on,
Yep.
wait a minute.
But then she'll go around talking about how much she like women. Bitch, you like anything that moves.
Raquel said, I thought I heard you say you saw every inch. I never said that. I never said
She
anything
said
like
that.
that.
She said that, Rack. You
She
got it
said that
mixed
you
up. She's
touched
the
her
one who said
legs.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I heard you saw. Yeah, she said it right. It's just she worded it different. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's what she was
Mhm.
saying. I thought I heard you saw every inch of her body. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what she
Okay.
said. I think.
That's
Yeah.
crazy work. That's crazy work, man. Like that's wild. That's wild. I ain't seen none of her body. Like I ain't seen none of nothing.
You know
Like
what,
Was
that's
her
Marcus?
crazy.
booty ashy? Oh my God, Ocean.
That that just goes to show you that she wanted you. Because why would you what person would just make up some shit like that? It's
Well, I mean,
weird.
and the fact that she drove from Colorado to Atlanta, like that probably is, I mean, that'll do it, in like a raggedy car, Um, it's just all bad. It's all bad.
Marcus
Like
Marcus got them driving over 10,000 miles for that thing.
Mhm. Taking
not for
chances
this.
in the bucket.
Not listen. I'm just like, cause I heard that she had said that maybe like a week or so ago, and I've just been shaking my head ever since. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like again, it's one thing to be like a weirdo who flip flops for whatever reason. It's another thing to just make up outright lies that I guess will have some type of credibility because of the history of the person. But again, look at the history. I don't deal with I don't deal with that. Okay. So
But
that's
also
just
look at
funny.
her
Wait,
history.
you
She's
said
known
she
for
said he
being a
saw
liar.
every tat. Oh, she said he saw every tat she had?
Yep, she said
Child?
that.
Outright lie. Outright lie. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, yep,
Ooh,
yep.
child.
Now, Marcus,
Not
I
So
only
just
was
have
her
another
booty
question for you.
ashy. Oh shit, you too much.
I'm trying to figure out, Marcus,
mm-hmm.
how is it that some of your obsessed fans knew you went to jail before you even made the announcement?
I was trying to figure that out. I was trying to figure that out. I didn't tell anybody. Like the only person that knew that I was getting locked up was my brother and his fiance. Cause I called them to come pick up the Jeep so it wouldn't get towed. Now what I did hear, because I did have a conversation with someone today, and I did hear about who it was, and I guess that this person must have some connections to law enforcement or whatever. So without going into too much detail or whatever, that's I guess what happened. So we got some unscrupulous people down at APD or down at the ACDC jail, who I guess are shoveling out the tea as soon as it comes across their desk. They are pouring the tea for people. So that is wild. Like you're talking about. I didn't like. I think I called my brother at like 1:40 p.m. His wife showed up at like maybe 2 o'clock. Um, I had a phone call from somebody that I guess was trying to figure out what was going on at like three something. I hadn't even been booked in yet. Like I hadn't done my fingerprints. I hadn't done nothing because all that stuff moves so slow. And that's why even though, I didn't go to a cell, I didn't do none of that stuff. I was there for 6 hours, and you say, "Oh, he's only there for 6 hours," but really, it was a super long 6 hours because they're just so slow with everything. And all I had to do was basically get booked in and pay the money to bond out, which was $1,000. Definitely sucks. Um, yeah, just the money this month has just been coming out for all kind of different reasons. But anyway, Um, anyway, yeah, you get some of that blame, but it's all good. But anyway, um, so yeah, so that's what was going on. I'm like, how the hell did this person know that before I even got booked in? Now, I will
Yeah.
say this: when I got to the jail, I saw two people that I interviewed right away, and a guy that goes to my barber is the medical guy. So the guy that like does like the little medical screening when you come in when you're getting booked into jail, he goes to my barber. So like literally as soon as I get escorted into the place, I see three people. So the cop then that pulled me over, she's like, oh, you for real, like you really are like a content creator. Da 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 da. It's like, yeah, you could have been nice to me and not had, taken me in for this BS, bullshit that you pulled me over for. Basically, a failing to signal a lane change. That's what I got pulled over
Wow.
for.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that where you go to jail for something like that.
Well, you don't go to jail for that. You go to jail for the FTA. The FTA is a failure to appear. So essentially, I got a ticket last year. I went to court for it twice. It was a hands-free ticket. Cop pulled me over for holding my phone or whatever. Um, went to court for it twice. The second time, first time they rescheduled the date. Second time, I went in front of the judge. He was like, "Hey, we'll just erase the ticket if you show me your hands-free device." And then, boom, he was like, "Just we'll book another court date. Show it, you're good to go." Well, I guess that's the court date that I missed. And so when you miss the court date, they put out what's called an FTA warrant, failure to appear. So the long and short of it is that I had this FTA warrant, I guess, since January 5th. Now, if you remember, I totaled my vehicle like, I don't know, what was it, like maybe January around the 20th or so, sometime in between the 15th and the 20th, something like that. So this is after the FTA warrant, right? But we're talking about two different police departments. The people who pulled me over this time was Georgia State Patrol, aka GSP, aka them gangsters that you'll never want to mess with. Literally, I believe the toughest state police force in the country. Okay. So they don't play around versus Atlanta PD, which that's who came to the accident scene when I got into the accident. And he was completely cool. I don't even know if he took my license, but obviously he ain't really looked that up. Or if he did, he didn't care. He wasn't tripping. And even if he would have, he probably would have been like, hey man, just let you know you got FTA warrant. Now I could arrest you. I'm gonna let you go. And you know what I'm saying, you go take care of the FTA warrant. I got gray hairs and stuff. I look responsible. I'll be like, okay, cool, I got you. Say less. I'm gonna go take care of that tomorrow. I've done that before with police officers where they might be like, hey, you got a suspended license. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that. They're like, yeah, I could take you into jail, I could tow the car. But then they don't because they say I'm just a regular normal dude who ain't giving them no problems, nothing like that. And they're like, all right, look, just take care of it. And then I take care of it the next day, and we'll find them, like, because it's happened twice. We'll find them and bring them a 6-pack of beers. Okay, so I make sure that they look out for me, I'll look out for them or whatever. But this lady, man, she was like on go from the moment she was pulling me over. Like you'd have thought she was pulling over the biggest drug lord in Atlanta for a freaking failure to signal lane change.
Well,
And
that's
then
how the
like,
female ones are anyway. They can be
man,
like,
they're the worst. The female cops are the worst because they're constantly trying to prove, trying to get past their femininity and kind of how the guys are or whatever. So it's like the Napoleon complex, right, with short guys. So that's kind of what's going on, and so she's just like the worst. And then so she looks it up and she sees that the warrant is there, so she's like, turn the car off, step outside from me. So at that point, I know I'm getting arrested. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, everything's cool. I didn't like make a big fuss about it or nothing like that. But, eventually, she kind of like eased off the gas because I wasn't, being an asshole. I wasn't giving her no attitude. I was very cooperative and everything else. So she eased off the gas and started talking. And she was like, hey, do you need to, call basically anybody so that you don't have to tow the car or whatever? And I was like, yeah, let me call my brother. So I did that or whatever. And in between the time when I was waiting for his fiance to get up there, she was just talking to me and stuff. And that's when she found out that I do YouTube and all this other stuff. So I don't think that it was her that did it or anything like that. But yeah, that's kind of how the whole situation went down. Is just, and by the way, this is literally, we're talking about 10 or 15 minutes after I left the hospital from Polo and Feisty.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, and something told me, because I was like, this is a good video and I don't have to edit it. So something told me to go ahead and, do the light edit and get it render the video so it's a full video. So I did that. I produced the video while I was sitting there in the parking lot. And once it was produced, I uploaded it to YouTube, and it was really good service where I was at. So it uploaded fast enough. So by the time I was getting on the highway, the video was uploaded and everything, but it was on private. I upload everything on private. And so she even allowed me, once we got to the jail, to upload the video, publish it and make the thumbnail. So she got
All
cool at the end once she seen like, oh, people knew me and stuff like that. But the very fact of how she approached, and then like the lame decision to take me in. And then let me tell you something. I could be an asshole because at the end of the car ride, your phone, yeah. At the end of the car ride, because she's on the phone the whole time in her ear, and sometimes I think she's talking to me, but she's talking to this person on the phone. Well, at the end of the car ride, she goes, she turned, I guess she turns her body cam off, and she goes, yeah, hubby likes to listen in on all the police calls and the scanner and all this stuff. I'm like, that is totally illegal. Like you're being such an asshole and a stickler to me about bullshit, which this FTA warrant is bullshit. It's like, all right, just go to court. You know what I'm saying? Failure to signal the lane change, bullshit. Okay. So you're being such a stickler on me because she could have, like I say, let me go. She could have gave me a ticket and let me go. You're being such a stickler, but you're sitting here admitting to me that you got your husband on the phone while people's HIPAA information or PII is being discussed, the different things are being discussed. That's crazy to me. That's crazy
Yeah.
to me.
So basically, she was treating you like trash until she found out you were somebody. Now she want to treat you nice.
Right. And be all nice and cool and stuff. And it's like, man, that's you tripping. Like, you're absolutely tripping because, like I say, if I wanted to be an asshole, I could, write a letter to the Georgia State Patrol and be like, "Hey, this is a citizen, concern that this lady's citizen husband is on the phone while people's PII is being discussed and all type of other potentially sensitive information, and give them the name and this and that and the third, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Glasses
it's
said,
it,
what type of?
it was
Glasses
a
said, what
whole
type
mess
of fore?
yesterday.
Yeah, Glasses said, what type of foreplay is that? I don't know, Glassy.
Yeah, they sitting there on the phone with the hubby and doing all that, and got the nerve to be all a rules by the rules, and I don't want to risk my job and blah blah blah. Shut up, lady. You just being dumb. You just they get
You
their little
know,
points for arresting
you know
people.
what? You know what, Marcus? The whole time we sitting here, we got 20 likes with 80 people up in here. We not giving them
Okay,
no
hold,
more
hold on
tea.
real
Oh,
quick. So this is Polo and Feisty. Let me answer this real quick.
okay. Y'all ain't getting no more tea until y'all hit this like button. Seriously, 20 likes this whole time? Oh no, we gotta do better than that. Woo. We gotta do better than that, y'all. I don't know. Marcus funny as F. Yeah, you said signature bond. I'm glad you went. Yeah, thank you, Ocean. Tell them. Tell them. But yeah, you said imagine if it was you. I know, right? Probably would have been treating you like crap, right, Vaughn? Well, Marcus gone now. You said, how do you feel? That lady said she gonna pull up on you in Atlanta to protest. Yeah, I heard that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would have been so nasty. You're right, Vaughn. You're right. And that just show you how they treat people like trash, you know? until they find out who you are. They want to be nice. You're supposed to treat everybody nice. But yeah, guys, I don't know. At this point, maybe we're going to come back later. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk to you about. I was pretty much done. Now let's see what Octo gonna do. Is he gonna do a live or just act like he didn't hear us? I don't know. He said pull up the protest. Yeah, she said it. She said it. But I'm sitting up there wondering, like, okay, like we gotta be fair though. We can't just skip over stuff. Why ain't nobody going live and talking about these receipts and whatever? Because y'all like him? That's not cool. Yeah, it's crickets. Yeah, because they like him. So they're like, yeah, we're not going to talk about this. We're just going to skip over this. My God, I'm a bad scene. Okay, good night, Abs. Take care. You said good life, selective outrage. Uh-huh. Now, let's see what he do. If anything, I'll come back live later, y'all. Okay? I've been live on my way back home, and I'm home now. Let me see. Because it really got real. Uh-huh. That's why he was defending you know who. Hold on, let me see. That's why he was defending you know. Yes, Ocean. Yep. Whether you like someone or not, you should still stand on morals and principles. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nobody need to come out here and attack him. But even if he don't hit our panel, I don't care whose panel he hit or his own channel. At least just address it one time and then we all can see if we believe you, we don't believe you, you know what I mean? Especially when they falsely accuse someone of being a pedo. That's why I'm like, the whole thing is crazy. Somebody need to talk about it. Yeah. Said some of the most craziest things about me, too. He did, Octo. He said so much stuff that slandered me and my family. You know what I mean? It's crazy. He said, regardless if I like someone. Yeah. Yeah, I have story for days. Even one day he was on Dead Rose panel, was talking about my husband and job and how my husband taking his money, giving some side chick and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, what side chick? I get my husband whole paycheck. What side chick? He don't have no kids in the street, no child support, no nothing. All the money coming in my house. So what you talking about? You said the one thing he won't be doing is trying to intimidate us in order to shut us up. No, we all have freedom of speech as long as you're not slandering or defaming his name. Yeah. He talked about vibes and I heard him talk about me too. Yeah. Okay, D. We wait until when you go live. I'll definitely be there. But let me go. I don't want to drag it. I got stuff to go do anyway. So I'll see y'all later. All right. Now go and get to Costco. You still got time. See y'all later, guys. Thank you all for watching. And if you didn't like the video yet, be sure to like the video. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you all for stopping by the castle.